So here we go. We are good to go.
Okay,
Sorry,
I like it.
I was not expected to be on stream, so I'm a little scruffy today.
You'll be fine. Who cares? I'm scruffy-ish, whatever I can do, because I can't grow that real man beard. but what they can do is press buttons like real men as we get into it. The Fate Orb on the screen, followed up by the 4-3. Very clean play so far by my man on the right, whose name is conspicuously missing.
We're playing the mystery game right now.
All right.
And in that mystery, Dr. Fate, not real close-up character. I've wanted to see this character kind of elevated.
He's definitely on the way as the shift in the Injustice 2 meta is leaning more towards the zoners. As recent conversations and popularity contests show that this is the rise now of the Dr. Fates and the Starfires and, the Atoms and the Firestorms, all the characters who they can do what they do up close, but at the same time they want to keep you as far away as possible, and Fate, one of the more pure zoners in the game.
And is that your opinion for a change in the game mechanics or just a change in the meta?
Just a change in the meta. The mechanics have been relatively cleaned up, piece by piece. Enough defensive options, but still just hard if you can't adapt and be patient as the walk speed combined with the smarter play coming from everybody in a year two. That's universal to every game. Year two, people really start to, okay, we've got the system, we're breaking it down, this is where it's headed, and the zoners are definitely the hot topic of discussion for now.
And this is the kind of gameplay that I'm used to seeing.
Sorry. I had to let it rock. I haven't seen a super in a long time. You cannot change your fate, sir.
Doesn't get the button presses on that super, though.
Does not attempt any of the mini games, but instead gets corner positioning on top of it. Gonna mash out some folks here and into the sickle swing as Beaks takes game one over Deadeye.
And that's what I'm used to seeing from Scarecrow. Get in that ass, stay in that ass, and poison that ass.
Yes, I don't have to be esports here at Michigan Bachelors.
We have a limit. You know where that limit
sits.
Yes,
I do. Yes, I do. All right, letting it rock now. Using the teleport to make his way in this time is Beats to try to keep the pressure going. Doesn't quite get the link on the combo. A little too antsy.
Oh.
And this is, in fact, on the loser side of the bracket, if I'm not sure. No, this is definitely, losers for sure. As I watched Beaks go down in the first round and Deadeye taking the loss to Jackal, who is also here representing Broken Alliance.
And he will be on the mic as soon as I can get my sorry voice off and go help with the other sides of the tournament. I like seeing those Onks get planted, but now we're just getting Scarecrow things.
Yeah, and where the trade is out, looking for it. No, doesn't activate it to get that damage over time that would surely close out the first round. Instead, it's going to deal with some Onks and a bunch of magic pressure. Here's the trade. Is it too late? It is not. Chip damage coupled with the poisonous gas from the damage over time. And Deadeye back on the loser side of things, trying to figure it out.
And Beaks just getting that extra damage and get as much as he can out of his little health. And there's that Onk.
Yeah, so smart. A lot of people you see become more free in the way they approach offense when they know they have nothing but a pixel left to try to get as much mileage they can off of it, and Beaks doing a good job there. However, now Sicklet does not have the meter to extend for big damage.
Ooh, punishes the teleport.
Yeah, both of these men just spending the resources. We did see the super in the first game. However, game two, a completely different story. Spinning meter like candy as soon as they get it, both of these gentlemen.
This is Michigan. We are not cheap here.
Yes, I've learned.
All right, we're taking a minute to figure out what to do, and we teleport. So that's it. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is first to three. I'm used to other games. Oh, we're gonna character switch? Another zoner, okay. Meeting his name.
All right, Deadshot. Wow, a character who was
Cheeks for a while.
Yeah, he was the best character, and then he got nuked, as some people would call it. It wasn't just a nerf, just straight nuking. Like, all of his mains disappeared off the face of the planet. But here, they didn't disappear. We found them. They're in Michigan, and Deadshot making an appearance on Gorilla City. Man, I haven't seen this since the Pro Series of Season 1. Ooh, it's going to stay out, not expending much bullets. I mean, that's what it is. All right, there's the turnaround shot.
And not playing a zoner like a zoner.
No, he wants to come in. Wow, the bounce cancel off of no mix-up. And he's just going to pay for it with his life. Not looking as close as the first two games. His Beaks is kind of running away with things. There's the restand from the traumatized. And yeah,
ooh, and Beaks is in those cheeks.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooze. Oh, wow. That
Build
was a
that
nice
distance.
Combo. That was sick. I haven't actually seen that, optimizing the distance in between them, pushing them all the way back full screen. But when you have a teleport, do you really care where you are? Damn. 2 hits to break through the armor, and Beaks is in big time.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay, I mean, not much out of that clash there. Just, you know, some pretty generic stuff. But teleports his way in, eats the sweep for his pleasures. Ambiguous jump in, but nothing's going. Yeah, this should be it. The next hit is going to end it for Deadeye. Thanks for coming out, but...
And that's it. Beast advancing.
Yeah, the power of fear, the handshake and the smile. But that's an awfully young dude. I'm sure it isn't the last we've seen of him. You know, walks right out. Just a few more things. Some optimization. I'll sit down and talk with him, you know, once we get the free time and try to nurture up the kids as I'm getting a bracket shoved in my face because I do this too. Never forget it. All right. So, yes, GP Money and Fear Symphony. That works.
Okay,
Absolutely.
GP Money. That's a Detroit local.
Yes, he is.
I actually haven't seen his Injustice play because our Injustice scene is really small.
Yeah, for sure. He doesn't care. He's just going to press everything he wants to because he's a Robin player, and he's going to be going up against Fear Symphony, who's also a Robin player, making the drive up from Chicago, getting here just in time to not be DQ'd entirely from the bracket. I respect it. We're going to start this run
he did the drive in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the hard life.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know about that. I just fly because, like, KP, like, doesn't drive, so, like, whatever. I thought it was just, he's like, yo, I'm coming up from Chicago, no big deal. And then apparently, like, the weather hit him. So
yeah, the rain out here was awful. Like, we floated, so I have a truck to drive all my stuff. We went to breakfast, and then because of the rain and the wind, we floated back to the hotel.
Peace.
It was unpleasant.
All right. What's about to be unpleasant is the amount of mashing you are about to witness. Robin players known in the Injustice scene for being some of the biggest violators of disrespecting the code of frame data. They do not care.
They have strong fundamentals.
Yes, they do. This is what they all tell each other, and the hive mind of the great boy wonders worldwide believe that -5 means it is their turn.
I mean, it sounds like it to me.
Okay, well, if that works, then apparently
I mean,
frame
we'll
data
see. We'll
doesn't-
see if it works.
Oh, no, it's definitely
it's gonna
going to work.
We got that
because
prediction.
it always works. Because for whatever reason, it's just fun. Robin, a very explosive character to watch. Big-time damage off of anything, from his main combo starters to his down pokes. We're talking 400, 450, 1 bar, anywhere on the screen. It doesn't matter. Looping into itself with his bird of ring pressure. You know, he hates his daddy, but he
I was about to say, it's the daddy issues that give you that strength.
Yeah, he hates him, but he uses his tech quite well. And, you know, is going to try to slice and dice his way to victory here with some of the best normals in the game. You know, big-time range, some decent recovery, but there's spots where you can open him up. It's all about smart play, and Robin, offensively, is the truck that once he hits you, he's plowing through everything. It just momentum and just ridiculous. You know, to be on the, yeah.
All right. So -5 from Robin means that it's -5 for Robin still.
Yeah, for sure. And these guys, not in tournament mode, in regular versus. So we're going to get the same costumes. And this is a button check? Yeah. Okay.
Buttons are buttons.
Right. Yo, GP, when y'all finish the button check, go to tournament mode. Yep, thank you. So,
Thank you for catching that for us.
yeah, to get that in there. It's the organizer, I mean. I can't help it. Oh, wait. I mean, go to options and turn on randomized gear. Yeah, because they're in tournament mode. You can see the trophy right there to let you know all the settings are straight. But it gets kind of, in this day and age, when you have a mirror match and the costumes are relatively the same, like you saw there, just a slight difference in color is not good enough.
And the
Tournament mode settings.
the shader, I mean, this game is beautiful.
Yes.
But it tends towards realism, which is kind of hard to see, the small details.
Absolutely.
When you're looking, even in full resolution, it's just sometimes really hard to see what is going on.
I agree. It's great stuff, you know, moving forward, just trying to create a title. You know, but us tournament guys, we're all super light nitpickers, and like we got to see this so much, and we'll get the random gear now. There we go.
One of the things, though, I want to point out about this game, solid game, doesn't have enough of a following here. One of the things that's really nice for new players, you can just put in the disc and play. Big feature missing from a lot of games.
Yes, absolutely. Everything works out of the box. And with the Legendary Edition update, they added a new mode called Learn, where it goes actually in-depth in tutorial now, and it teaches you about frame data and like the strings and how they work. Like it really goes in depth.
So that frame data feature, that's something that Robin players can keep ignoring?
They didn't get it in their disc, unfortunately.
Okay.
We all know Ed Boon's a huge troll, and I think he knew it. So yeah, Robin players refuse to, read that lesson. Their reading comprehension stops right at that line. So it's a great entry level for anyone, watching these tournaments at home thinking, hey, man, I'm just too casual. I don't understand everything that's going on. Well, with Learn, it's just a brand new opening, and like now there's no excuse. You can get all the basics.
And GP is learning what it means to block a Robin.
Yes.
And not doing the best job right now.
Yeah, he definitely, that was the first tutorial he went into blocking. Learning about overheads, high mids, and lows, baby, as he slices and dices. Oh, Fear Symphony, excuse me, on the way up.
Yeah.
All right, there's the swoop, looking for that big combo damage. 2-1-2 with punish on the entirety of the string. And here's some of that big damage I was going to talk about if he didn't drop it.
He's just trying to make you look bad now.
I got it.
He can hear you. We're
There
too
you
close.
go.
My
Mash
bad.
those pokes, baby.
Ooh.
Both mashing down two at the same time. Fierce Symphony getting his button out first. There's the bomb plus frames galore. Nice blocks on the overhead.
The batarangs when they're up,
Yes.
when he misses that, that's an opportunity for whiff punish. Are both players missing those?
No, when he throws the Birdarang, you have to, like, you have a huge time, but once it curves and starts to come down, he can then move just
Okay.
about. So,
You got to have quicker reactions. That
yeah,
got to have the
absolutely.
young boy reaction.
Because you're definitely right, like, that's not real, like, if they're doing it in your face. But once it starts its descent, then you're kind of screwed. You have to catch it early.
and that is exactly what GP is catching. Oh, it's
Oh, that was so sick in the back summon. Oh, the Birdarang Fierce Symphony getting a little swag. You say, okay, Michigan Masters, you want to be a good tournament and run things on time and DQ me because I wasn't here? Fine. Let me show you what I'm going to do in this loser's run.
see, I can be late when I make it quick.
Yeah, I don't need to play in winners. Thank you very much. Ooh. All right, Birdarang out gets the sweep. Wake up for the swoop. Meter burns it to ensure his safety in that situation as Fierce Symphony is not escaping. But the meter burn roll crosses under.
GP finally getting his offense started.
Oh, no punish there on the down two. Wow, swinging for the fences with that big meter burn instead. Gets the corner, but a little too high on the juggle. Punish.
Oh, it doesn't. There's a follow-up there I feel was missing.
Yes, definitely. All right. And backdashing after, you know, being negative. Not enough. Here's the DP there to catch that burner. We're going to start out and the wake-up DP right back at you because who cares?
It's Robin.
Absolutely.
We do these things.
We throw it out. All right, Birdarang's up. Again, using that to approach that Birdarang around plus 50 on block. If you can get it to land.
Just hold this block till tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Playing a little slow now.
Oh, yeah, it follows. Wayne Tech, baby. You cannot escape the descent of the Birdarang. And here we go. Full combo damage now, upwards of 500 if he can get it landing. Oh, goes for the flashy and the restand instead. 400 and the plus frames.
Fierce Symphony's patience really paying off right now.
That throw is so sick. Let me just impale you with this sword and then jump off of it. And the DP, forget your plus frames and your pressure. I only need a pixel at this point. I'm going to risk it all, where all I need is a trade at worst. It's good, a great decision there from GP Money. Oos.
And Fierce Symphony back on the aggressive. Oh.
All right, great air tech there, but gets opened up again, pressing a button as he lands on that recovery, blocks the sweep. Not the second time. Wake up DP.
We're looking for it that time.
Yeah, not at all. All right, this should be enough to do it. GP Money has access to a class, but he's not going to use it. And again, waits to the very last pixel.
Will eclipse yours. Quit embarrassing yourself.
Oh, young Damien. He has no idea what he's talking about. Anyway, Birdarangs are out. Whiffs the entirety of the string. An easy whiff punish for Fierce Symphony this time. That's going to take it two
Quick
games
game
to
two.
0 now. GP Money's going to hit to the player select screen. You have 40 characters to choose from. Let's see where he decides to go.
Black Canary, Robin, fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
All right, now Black Canary, the mix machine that she is, we don't see much of her. The only remaining Black Canary mains live in Michigan. That's Compros. Like, no one mains this character.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like,
like
this,
no one. It's so weird, and if they do,
is
they
she a
don't
counter
counter
pick to Robin?
I have no idea. Maybe GP Money is just a little bit more familiar with her or wants to play a more Vortex style if she can get in.
Yeah, the most playing I've seen from her is in the story mode.
Yeah. It's so true. So true. We've all played more games of Canary in story mode than we've seen the entirety in the tournament scene. And yeah, this one's kind of just bad right now.
This
No
does
hits
not
for
look like
GP
a good
Money.
counter pick. Fierce Symphony just running away with it. I do like the new sword that Fierce Symphony picked up in the gear change.
There you go. Air escape, nothing good. Oh, gets the clash with the trade on. Yeah, this is just bad all
Gonna
around.
shove my fist up your.
Kiss your baby with that mouth?
Hey, chill. Wait a minute. All right, she's a grown woman.
She knows the Michigan level of commentary.
Yeah. All right, slowing things down. She has access to that level 3 Canary Cry. Gets it. Nice block by Fierce Symphony. Air-to-air attacks. Back to the corner we go. Baits out the parry on Wake Up. And this is just full combo damage at this point. GP Money needing a real master. Oh, that sword is sick. Needing a. What? I didn't even see that conversion. That was OD.
GP out of the corner. That's a start. Probably. Oh, that's such a comeback.
Yeah, and that's going to be
Oh, that's
it
it.
right now. One hit is all he gets in that last game in Fierce Symphony.
Sending
advance.
GP to the spectator bracket.
And Jack is standing in the back, just casually.
All right,
You know,
I'll
we'll get
grab
you
him in a
Philly outta
second.
here. Jack, young Jackal.
Sorry about that. Let me do that on stream. Everybody look at my
Yeah, who
armpit.
cares?
how's it going?
Oh yeah, it's fine, man.
All
go,
right.
go run the tournament. Like
No, I'm gonna go get some other stuff set up later. We're gonna bring Jackal in.
you'll be fine, boss. You got work to do. All right. So Jackal's gonna grab me now, and this is now walking into the realm of the light-skinned commentary. I apologize for any draking that goes on in the next however long. I apologize for nothing else after that, as we're here to get the job done. As he got to dust, so now I got to dust mine off too, because you know he started dusting off.
Yeah, I promise not to be too much about it.
Yes.
I promise. This is actually
yes.
This is the first time that you and I have commentated together, hasn't it? Have we commented
We had a
together before?
small stint of a little bit of MKX back at
Oh yeah,
Summer
Jam.
Jam.
Yes.
So,
good times.
yeah, I definitely remember all of that. But right now on the stage, wait, what is the GP Money still on?
I see GP Money over here making a really strong losers run right now.
No, he definitely just got washed by Fear Symphony as we get the bracket. This is exactly what we need. So.
All right, so we got Daddy Longlegs and JP
so the names
Money.
were backwards.
Okay.
Yo, GP. Yo, the names were backwards, and I was saying you was getting washed.
Well, so in GP's defense, he is definitely one of the low key dark horses of this bracket, in my opinion. Just simply because he doesn't travel often.
Yeah.
He's a Michigan native. He's a Michigan boy to the fullest. He's always coming out to the Detroit tournaments.
We gotta apologize.
Very, very strong resident Robin player here, and we have a Robin
another one
mirror.
All right, come on, listen. I didn't come to Michigan for Robin and Black Canary, dog. Like this is, y'all got dead shot players. It just doesn't make sense. Like what is actually?
But hey,
happening
it's happening.
Here?
We're here. It's happening. Nothing we can do about
We're
it.
gonna make
but
sure
watch.
GP is on the player one side this game, right? Yo, GP, you're on the player one side, right? All right, you're on the player one side.
We had to be sure. We had to confirm for you guys.
To make sure he's not cooking. Now, as we get to that, let me give you a little update on the bracket because we are really ahead here in Justice. Everything running smooth. They think the game takes long, but like
No, not at all.
Anyway, on the winner's side of the top 8, you had myself versus Compros, another Detroit native, and Michigan all the way, and Black Canary Maine actually. We had a tight set, 3-2 down to the last hit.
I saw
and I took that.
I saw the emotion.
So I am
from
sitting
Combros during that set.
in the winners finals, and on the other half of winners top 8, it was Jackal up against Frosted Flakes, and you can detail to the people after we get through this Robin mirror.
Yeah, of course. Now, I don't know the matchup for this. I don't know the data.
Oh, talk about it. They're still button checking. You tell about your match with Frosted Flakes.
So we got me and Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes actually, me and him met during the Frosty Fausti's tournament where he was playing Darkside. And, of course, you know, Darkside boys never die. So, of course, I had to spit my piece. And then I play him today, and he's playing Starfire. So I don't know what happened. So I had to play him with Darkside and remind him, hey, remember where you came from.
All right.
But that was a good set.
And this is the other side of top 8 right now. This is the losers. This is GP Money against Daddy Longlegs. And on the other side, you saw earlier Deadeye versus Beaks, where Beaks took it 3-0 with the Scarecrow advancing into the next round. So it's all top 8 action you've been watching, and we're going to keep things going now. GP Money and Daddy Longlegs. The winner faces Comp Bros in the losers quarterfinals.
Battle of the buttons right now as JP Money on the defensive. Good stuff here from Daddy Longlegs fighting back. And we are trading right now. Goes for the setup, no dice.
All right, meter burn, regular Batarang. Try to close the gap. Get some chip damage. Watch those legs, Daddy. He can't. No, back throw into the corner. Not sure if he either didn't tech or if he didn't have the health to break the initial damage that comes from throws in all NRS games. You always eat an easy 2%.
Now, one thing I will say about JP Money is that he will wait.
Yes.
He will definitely wait to see if he has to confirm. He knows when to turn it on. So right now, as you can see here, he's waiting his turn. He's blocking a lot. He went for the DP, but no clean punish from Daddy Longlegs here. Really strong stuff from both players so far.
This man definitely just jumped off the interactable and mashed down 1-2 instantly upon landing with no plus frames in sight. Here comes the Birdarang. Oh, looking for the whip punish. The back two. And got away with the Birdarang in his face. You know, one of those day one tricks from Robin players. Even they don't react to it, so it still has a little bit of mileage left in the tank here.
Just one of those deers in headlight moments that just catches you sometimes with playing these matches. The adrenaline gets pumping. You do the research. You know what it is. You know how to defend against it. But when you're in these kinds of situations, it makes it a little hard to react properly sometimes. Now, that was the clash there from Daddy Longlegs. No longer in play for him, so he's going to have to make something happen here. Nice response.
And the 2-1-2 into the burner ring on block in its entirety. A lot of on-looking and watching going from Robin players. I'm going to chop it up to them being afraid of the explosive damage he possesses. You know, we're talking 450, 500 off of one bar anywhere on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Robin is a dangerous, dangerous character.
Both of these guys knowing that they're afraid to whiff or mess a button or get opened up, and here comes the DP, open up or not. They're definitely going to do that on Wake Up. It's GP money. Player one side, GP money, takes the W.
Now, both players are talking amongst themselves. You know, I'm pretty sure that they were aware of some of those deer in headlight moments that you saw earlier. And they're, you know, just kind of discussing some things. So they're going to do another button check. There may have been some missed inputs there, so we're going to take a small break here.
Robin players missed inputs? Chill. Anyway,
Hey, when you're constantly pushing buttons, do you really have time to check?
Stop pushing buttons. All right? I know that the Robin players didn't get the memo, or they didn't go to that version of the Learn tutorial about blocking, but, like, chill.
Hey, man, it's anybody's game at this point. It's Robin's world, and we're all just living in it right now.
Man, I don't button check because I'm realist. You know. No, it's because the button checks actually work in the game. Like, they're totally unnecessary at this point. Just make sure you hit the settings the right way.
One thing, though, that I will say is this. So, for example, for Tekken, they actually give you the opportunity to button check your directional inputs.
For sure.
Which is actually very important because you want to make sure that if you're pushing down, you're not getting something else. Now, GP Money here doing a really good, and that's the weight there. He didn't really commit to any bigger damage. He just wanted to make sure he got the hit, which is very smart play from GP Money.
Daddy Longlegs not watching his as he eats 3 or 4 sweeps continuously in a row, and GP Money is perfectly fine with that. He gets the swoop, tries to stay on the same side, a little slick, but Daddy Longlegs ready with the punish now. His turn.
All right, goes for the teleport. No, thank you, sir. I will not be having your gimmicks today.
I'm not sure what that was. You saw him walk forward on Wake Up. I'm not sure what he was looking for, maybe expecting a cross-up or whatever, but the empty jump into the life depletion for GP Money.
In the whiff. Now, that is interruptible. You can't interrupt that string. However, when you are in these high-intensity situations, it's a little difficult to stuff those kinds of things. And really good setup here for GP Money, but another whiff forward 3.
I like it. A little too early on the release of the 4-3 is GP Money as he was fishing for the cross-up.
Ooh, and there's the interruption right there.
Right on point. Talking about it. DP's through the gap, knows the character well. Sitting on the super is Daddy Longlegs, but he won't get to use it. The meter burn back 3 and GP Money reading him like a book.
Capitalizing on that momentum right now. And that's the kind of character that Robin is. That snowball effect, once he gets going, it's going to be hard to stop him. You have to really space yourself out, play very patient, wait for the gaps, wait for your opportunities. Robin's one of those characters that's not going to let you bully him in any situation. He has great range, great damage, a true wake up, all great things that allow for a solid character. So you have to be very careful in how you approach him. But how do you approach when you are him?
You button check again.
Yes, you do. So it seems to be some technical difficulties on the player side. They're just trying to straighten things out, trying to get it together, which is perfectly fine.
No, look at GP's face. He's like, look, man, like you getting washed right now.
You know I'm a DP, right? You know I'm gonna wake up, right?
No, I mean it's yeah. Tournament mode is random select automatically. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's all right.
So we're going to familiarize ourselves with a brief tournament mode tutorial. For those of you that are watching that may not know just exactly what it is, tournament mode is literally what it is. It just basically gets the settings for major tournament play already embedded into the system. So random stage select, all of that's taken care of. You literally just pick your character and go.
Yeah, that's it. 3 out of 5. Disables the gear attributes. You don't have to worry about any of that. Just show up and play the game. But I don't think this has anything to do with the modes, man. Daddy Longlegs maybe look.
Ooh, that was slick.
Yo,
that was slick.
Apologize to headphone users, but GP Money.
That was dirty. That was very
real nasty right now. Real nasty.
GP Money over here trying to run away with this set, trying to pull a Queen 3-0. He is not looking to go home early today.
All right. One of these men going home with a 7th place performance. GP Money seemingly in the driver's seat. I don't know how far the ride is from Detroit here, but it can't be too far because this man is riding clean, easy, laid back. He's not even worried about it. It's like
he didn't have to drive a few hours. He just had to drive a few minutes.
Yeah, that's it. And he's showing it here in top 8 at Michigan Masters 2018.
Ooh, nice jump in there from GP Money.
Ooh, and the whiff punish. Daddy Longlegs showing signs of life, but, you know, that always happens. you're playing from behind so much. You finally get the opportunity. You know, you open someone up and you drop the combo.
Yeah, you're not even aware it happened.
Setup. Yeah, you're kind of playing in your own world, and it's looking like a one-player game right now. Daddy Longlegs with the air tech, trying to extend his health as much as he can, but you know, GP Money's just too strong for now.
All right, this is the last drive, last-ditch effort from Daddy Longlegs. He's got maybe 1 or 2 chances before the game goes away from him. Right now, he's just trying to block.
And GP Money, a little slick, tried to summon that Burner Ring at the last
Oh, and
time.
a nice response from Daddy Longlegs showing some life here.
And this is how comebacks start. No Assassin Strike. Here's the teleport, looking for the setup, and GP Money challenging it immediately. That is it. GP Money advances. Daddy Longlegs is going to go home in a 7th place performance here at Michigan Masters. You know, GP Money goes on to meet Combros next, but we're going to continue on the loser side. As we get ready, we'll be playing each other in winners finals.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty much poised to happen. I'm sure you looked at that bracket.
I definitely thought I was going to lose the Combros. Like, I definitely thought I was going to lose the Combros.
Combros is one of those
so good. He just doesn't.
He's a wild card for sure. He's been very strong in this game since the beginning. You know, to rewind the clock back a bit here, at Combo Breaker last year, he had a very strong showing.
Yeah, he got top 16 at the first stop of the IPS Season 1.
With Canary.
And pay attention as the announcement has just rocked. IPS Season 2 will, in fact, start here in the Midwest at Combo Breaker in a little over a month. So get ready, because people are secretly grinding now.
Oh, yeah.
Ask for those games.
It's on. The clock
Learn
has
those
officially
matchups.
started, people. Be ready.
And recognize that the zoning meta is in full effect right now. People playing these keep away characters, you know. I like to talk about players and overall, you know, there's big arguments internally about Starfire right now and where she is and how good she can actually be. You look at Gur, who's the hottest player in the scene right now in terms of his upbringing now, playing the Atom, playing a huge keep away game, beating you with small hits and then running, you know, piece by piece.
Just creating that level of frustration.
We talk about the uprise of Firestorm, the hottest topic in the scene right now. You know, he can definitely play you up close, but man, the threat of Molten Trap and the anti-airs with the burst and all of his range into his fort, like there's just so much going on. Dr. Fates, you know, who knows? Who knows?
It's a different conversation than what it was starting out.
And right on cue.
Exactly. You know, the conversation has changed so much over these past, over these past couple of years. Just so much has been happening, and all of these different, the balance changes and the overall evolution of the meta, players getting more comfortable with their characters, getting stronger as players overall.
Yes.
Gur being a very great example of that. Silverai, another great example of that.
Breaking
that ninth place curse, doing really good things there. There's just so much happening, so many changes. And it makes for an interesting time when watching this game.
All right, well, stuffs that wake up, very interesting. Most people just letting Starfire get away with that wake up hair flip. Not that many vulnerability frames, but you got to time these meaties, man. And that was a huge debate, man. I remember going back to Injustice 1 days, and again, more Midwest flavor, looking at the guys at GGA where they used to straight up just practice meaty timings to blow up more of the popular wake-ups in the game, man. It was just watching 16-bit with Catwoman, just left and right. Max not caring because his Bane just armor everybody. And PPJ and all the greats, it was just, I think that's another thing that needs to happen again, because these wake-up attacks do not have full invincibility, and we're letting people get away with a lot.
Yes, Starfire, one of those unique situations where while her wake-ups are not truly invincible, they're so fast.
Yes.
So to get the timing now is definitely easier said than done, but it is there, and that's something that you want to check into. Beaks, however, making very short work here as he takes that first game very quickly, and also showcase some of those meaty situations that we were just talking about. You have to contain these characters. When you are trying to maintain your momentum, you have to have the right tool at the right time in the right positioning.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those situations where you have to do your homework, but Beaks here showing that he is a student of this game, taking the first one.
All right, and Frosted Flakes with some questionable stuff here. He's actually advancing a lot as Starfire. I'm not sure if that's what he wants to do. I would think Starfire has the range advantage here when it comes to zoning against Scarecrow, who has a floaty jump or, has to do that dive in, maybe switch it up and get some star bits out there. But no, he's been playing this mid-range game looking to get that forward 2 going with some combo damage. And Starfire's a little more than that.
Yeah, now it's also part of that evolution of the meta, and players have their own, ingrained styles, their own custom ways of, just kind of carrying out the game. So maybe, he sees something in
What?
Starfire. Wow.
Go ahead.
He maybe sees something in Starfire that allows her to kind of push the pace here.
That
but
was
it's
not
costing
okay.
him.
White boy, apologize for that. I know it's not your fault, but if this highlight gets to you, you need to apologize. Go ahead.
All right, now that was good stuff there from Frosted Flakes there, doing a great job using the trait. Beaks here still maintaining a very good health lead. Even if he manages to lose this round, he still has all of that real estate built up from the overall damage he's done in this
that
match.
was so sick. The teleport to go under the jump attack into the ground. Finally getting rid of that great health. Now Frosted Flakes can start the comeback. Reckless is still open here as he tries to make it happen. The big back three from full range. This should be able to punish.
Oh, and another back three. That back three has been giving him so much mileage throughout this entire set. And right here, the clash, Frosted Flakes using a bar, trying to turn things around. Try to get a momentum switch here. Now, Starfire does have some buffs as of recently. One of her recent buffs is a change to her string. Having an actual grab string that can be used at advances, but we have yet to see Frosted Flakes use it.
Yeah, good mix up there between the forward two, the overhead and the grab, which you have to block, crouching. It's a mix up. Now, the grab option leaves you open for maximum punishment, but you have to throw that in there in terms of conditioning, especially when you want to play this mid to up close game as Frosted Flakes wanted to. Scarecrow apparently not a fan of Serial in the slightest as he's twitching around on the screen and Beaks is trying to figure it out.
Now, Frosted Flakes did used to play Darkside. However, he says that he feels more comfortable playing Starfire. Now, Beaks here, regardless of how comfortable you feel, is still going to try to go here. Now, that was a nice setup.
Yeah, already saw some difference here. We've seen 3 strings we didn't see in that first 2 games at all. Starts with the forward 2-2, then goes into the back 1, even the 2-3. Like, this is a completely different, more aggressive, still not blocking back threes, Frosted Flakes, as he
Well, that's part of that aggression. He started to get that comfort, as you can see in those very strings. So, but you have to be careful and not get too comfortable because that's when you start to eat attacks just like that.
All right now, nice check with the legs. Here's the back 3, armoring through that forward 1 attempt. Full screen now. Here's the smart stuff.
Beaks has probably used that teleport more than any Scarecrow player I've ever seen. They made it faster. They buffed the speed of it. They made it recover faster on whiff, and he's not afraid to throw it out there.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things about Starfire that can really help you out. As strong as her zoning is, it's all in front of her. Okay. So if you have a character that has a teleport, why not use it? Because you don't want to get caught in that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to get caught in those situations.
And when you talk about conditioning, if you keep doing something and they're not punishing it, it's safe.
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
for
keep
sure.
going. So no teleport has even been challenged by Frosted Flakes at this point, so Beaks just kind of throwing it out.
All right,
Smart
Frosted
stuff.
Flakes here feeling the pressure as he is letting some of these attacks go unchecked.
Oh,
3 bars a meter, so if he clashes, he can get a decent chunk of health back. But now the damage over time has started.
He may not have an opportunity to clash here. Here's
The doomsday clock has started, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, keeping them full screen. Use the trade again. You want to stay away while that trade is active. Great bait with the forward 3, but dashes into it. Any trade activation into up close is going to equal death, and that is it. Unfortunately, Beaks. He's just going to teleport around like the maniac that he is. But that is the exact strategy. You're not going to get hit. We're talking chip damage over time that is unblockable and literally unavoidable with the teleport chasing you down at every match as we update the bracket here on the side. I think we should go because you should never play winners finals and then have to play losers finals right away.
Yeah, so.
No, actually let Compros and GP.
Yeah, so we have one more losers match. We have one more losers match coming up on the stream before yours truly, the dynamic duo, has to go up and
the light-skinned loiterers.
Would this be considered a team kill at this point? I
no,
mean, the jerseys are different.
Your jersey is red. Yeah.
But the reality of it.
I mean, but that's every tournament, As long as you understand that through the people you made, through tournaments, teammates or not, even if you were Hayate, I miss you. Come back. And when you have to play each other, it is what it is. We're cool until it says fight. And it's every man for itself, and that's like the beauty of fighting games.
Yes,
man.
and that's just how it goes.
That chess match where you have to move, every frame and wondering what they're going to do and trying to condition somebody and get into it, especially when you know a person psychologically. That translates to gameplay as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's just layers on top of layers when you're actually cool with somebody. And, yeah, that makes it, all the more exciting as the Compros and GP Money. is gonna-
they're both from Detroit, so
Yes.
there's that chess match that you're mentioning. You know, these guys know each other. They've played each other. They go to all the Detroit tournaments. They attend together. So now you're going to see a bit of that variation within the meta within the meta, so to
Yes.
speak. You know, of course you have the knowledge of the characters, but now it comes down to the knowledge of the player.
Yeah, and all these Midwesterners trying to defend the house from the outsider, you know.
Yeah, you got your hands full, man.
So I'm just watching y'all kill each other piece by piece. I just, stomp my way through.
yeah, just carry on through.
It's all good.
But the day is not over yet.
It is not over. Every match matters, and every match is a tougher journey as you move forward in the bracket. As he hooks on with the Canary 8-bit around his neck, hiding that beautiful Cassie cage right under it of MKX fame. Comp Bros actually one of the pioneers
of the few
of standing one anti-airs. I played him at Combo Breaker 2015 upon release. I played him in casuals. I jumped at him. I'm Katana. I could jump at anybody. I couldn't jump at him. He standing one anti-air. I was like, bruh, every single time this is broke.
Yeah, man. He's
And
been,
by broke, I mean it was so good I need to start doing it myself. So
yeah, he's a very, very solid player. Another dark horse because he doesn't travel often.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it goes in fighting game communities. You have so many great players that you see frequently in tournaments. You know, you have your Sonic Foxes, your Forever Kings, your Katana Primes.
Yeah.
But you also have the other side of that coin, the players that just, kind of play from the comfort of their own homes, their own cities. They're at all their locals. They're at all their monthlies. But that's where it starts. That's where it begins and ends. So we're seeing something a little different here as we have Comp Bros going with Superman. That right there is going to really, really change some things up here for GP Money, because I'm more than certain GP Money has plenty of experience versus Comp Bros Canary, and I'm certain has plenty of ideas on how to approach Canary, but this time he won't be facing Canary. He'll be facing Superman.
I'm
Now,
just tweeting this out.
This matchup is interesting, just simply because Superman with some very strong zoning tools, the ground laser stopping a lot of Robin's approach options from the ground, heat zap, doing a very good job stuffing any attempt to throw the Birdarang out, and also having air laser, which can very much check any of the options that Robin decides to do that's not an inherent risk. So this is going to be an uphill battle off the bat, straight off the bat for GP Money. However, GP Money getting started here, trying to get something going, but Comp Bros doing his homework, dashes out of the jump over setup. Now the Birdarang is plus, so anytime that GP Money gets Comp Bros to block the Birdarang, that is a free approach for him. Not much, but he gets a move. So depending on the distance, he may be able to close. He may be able to close in on Comp Bros and get his offense started if Comp Bros lets him go. Superman so oppressive in the corner. We've seen this time and time before, ladies and gentlemen, from Tweety to Theo. So often have you seen Superman just downright destroy characters in the corner.
Right,
but GP Money is out.
All right, let me get back into this. Oh, man. Massive life lead for Comp Bros here as Robin is trying to prove his worth to Superman and the regime, as Daddy Wayne is not a big fan of Robin's ways. So as we keep it canon, Superman showing Robin, listen, man, I'm the boss and it is what it is. And Comp Bros, who might be, the best in Detroit as he unlocks trophies here.
That trophy has popped up literally every match that I have watched in tournament. I have to find out what's going on with that. I feel like Ed Boon was like, you know what? This will work. We're gonna. This is gonna make everybody happy.
Wow, with the back two sticks him right into the gut. Unfortunately, GP Money looking for the trait setup instead of a combo situation. It's gonna go down now into the background dive bomb, looking for the Injustice one stuff and grabs him through the meter burn back
armor.
three. Because Superman, while his trait is active, his character power gives him enhanced damage and the ability to break all armor in the game.
Now we're seeing some flashes of life here in GP Money. Win or lose, he is finding some answers. So he's realizing his neutral range with his back two, of course, and he's also capitalizing on trying to blow up the gaps. But he's not just quite ready to get those gaps, as he is currently working from behind. So this is a high intensity situation for him. But he is finding those answers. So I'm definitely curious to see what kind of adaptations GP Money is going to make in this set. Signs of life here from GP Money. You're taking the next round. This is still an uphill battle. 700 health points to clear. And a nice setup here. Nice conversion. Gets the forward 3.
All right.
And the full optimized damage as Combros lets this rock.
You talked about signs of life. This is one of the biggest comebacks if he's able to pull this
And
off.
the mix-up in the grab.
It doesn't want to let him to his Compro sitting on a super. We know how active Superman is. And will he go under? Is it too fast? Yes, it is. Compro's running it back. Here's the Birdarang. Lasers now. No meter.
GP Money in the lead.
He can't save anything. There's the whiff. No punish on the 40 frames of recovery. But backing up, playing the patient game. GP Money. Big chip and the poke into the chip. No. Jackal, please.
No, not like this.
He doesn't have the meter to extend. Will the laser do enough?
Oh,
It does.
and takes it.
And what could have been the biggest choke in Michigan history of injustice turns into the greatest comeback into a small choke. Unreal
That
from both
match
of these men.
turned around
Stop it.
in 10 seconds.
Stop it.
In 10 seconds, that was GP's game. That was his match to lose right there. And that's what kind of explosive character Robin is.
Yes.
He gets one hit, and he can immediately take the match away from you.
All right.
Superman, same way.
Back
It's
into
all-
the corner where that story started in game 1 is Combros is just playing the patient game now.
That was tight. That was
Money taking
Woo!
his precious
That was
time.
a good whip punish.
Great punish. Doesn't quite. He's a little early. His reactions were too good. As Superman landed from the dash punch, he could have got a full combo, but instead now he's going to eat it. Meter burn breath. Let's go wall to wall here as Combros with the forward dash to push things to the corner.
All right, tries to get a rise out of Combros, get a reaction.
And the respect gained from that second round in game 1 alone. Both of these gentlemen, no one's taking the chance.
Oh, from downtown, but he didn't even believe that was going to happen.
All right, gets the throw. GP Money using the recovery of that trait to come back. And
just the intensity of this match here. So many missed punishes and missed opportunities, but GP Money cleaning it up.
dashing up. Here's the Birdarang. Ooh, cross-up protection now. Both of these men face-to-face backs off. All right, none of the Fight Club shenanigans.
All right, now GP Money here is definitely starting to find his stride. He's getting a lot cleaner punishes, does not interrupt the meter burn. As you can see, the high intensity of this match, so much going on right now. Any one of these players can kill their opponent in one hit.
Big opportunity for a whip punish there, but again, the respect. You know, that's Superman normal, the forward two, the cross swipe, so much mileage. Championships won at the world level with that button, and GP Money just afraid to poke in between. This is slow and steady. A great fight from both of these men, showing off defensive prowess, the ability to stay disciplined, and a big punish there on the jump over the laser.
And those are those answers that GP Money is finding actively in the match. You know, a lot of times you see adaptation once the match is finished. GP Money has actually been finding answers as the match continues, which is very impressive stuff, because Superman, as impressive as he is, can make you just forget those options very quickly.
All right, here's the Birdarang out. Wow, and great down two, expecting Compros to press the button there, but this time he lets it rock. It seems Compros may be the more conditioned of the two. That was hit on the same side. And yeah, some of that offense that GP Money started his comeback with, Compros not going to sit by and idly watch it. Fighting back with the poke at the right time and playing a mid-range game, not much zoning.
Ooh, the shenanigans.
All right, and GP Money electing not to block, to push block or flash any of that. Now we're waking up. We're going to brawl it down with big bars of meter at the end. Here's the roll, grabs out of the down two as Compros now once again in the driver's seat. How does he control it? Great block on the shimmy.
Oh my goodness.
He gets a continuation, Jackal. Once again, here's the plus frames now. GP Money push blocks out. Chip damage territory. He doesn't have meter. And
gets a hit.
But he doesn't go into the DP. Looking for the wake up. He whips again. Last moment situations.
Oh, and again, the
GP
last bit of it. It comes down to the last 250 health points just for it to slip out of your fingers
They
once
got
again.
so wild, both of them. And at the end, I believe GP Money was looking for the push block. Robin had one pip short of a full bar, and he couldn't quite get that Superman off of him, so he got chipped out in the worst way. Compros up 2-0, but please, if you're just coming in, do not let this score dictate what's been going on. This has been neck and neck. Both of these men giving valiant performance, trying to fight their way through into the loser semifinals.
Now this is going to be GP's moment. He is going to have to turn things around. He has a 2-0 deficit. He's going to have to make something shake. Now he's found these answers. He understands what he needs to do. However, Combros is finding answers of his own. He's taking liberties where he knows he can.
Yes.
Right there doing the forward 2, blowing up the back 3 armor.
Yeah, absolutely. That trade is active. GP Money having the right idea, trying to blow through a single normal, but not checking that the character power is active. Maybe just, you know, subconsciously not realizing it as he gets rid of that interactable. No corner escapes for you.
All right, good stuff there. That is an interruptible setup. However, Combros sleeping at the wheel.
Yeah, respecting the Birdarang on the ground. You know, didn't want to get plopped up for the combo as the blue one does launch.
Oh, and the raw back 3.
Yeah, huge chunk of yellow as that great bar disappears piece by piece. And for the first time, Combros, you know, his back to the corner again since game 1 where the comeback started.
Ooh, now that was a good choice from GP Money, and that's what you were seeing earlier. Waiting for the confirm, not really committing to much, turning it on when he can. Look at that, just waiting for him to push a button.
Oh,
and he does, and he catches him with
gets
it.
the trade, extends,
Puts it back in the other side.
Does he gonna catch him? He does. Clips the legs, looking for the whip punish again. A little too late. Here's the DP, keeps himself safe, and elects to stay in the corner. The overhead, meterless variety. He was going to get the launch, and Combros smelled trouble this time and clashed as early as he possibly could.
Now, if you're GP Money, this is what you want. You just made him use his clash, which means that he just had to waste so many resources.
Yep.
And if you get another hit, he has to hold that damage.
He also doesn't have 2 bars yet for an air escape. GP Money has the meter advantage in case he needs to clash, and he can extend for 1 bar and still be leading the meter game. All types of victories right now for GP Money, but can he pull it together and get the hit he needs?
All right, GP Money creeping in on Combros' space. A little bit of encroachment. Doesn't get caught with the air attack.
Scary stuff there, that air dash when it comes right over your head. So ambiguous, not knowing what side he's going to land on. And here we go, clash right on point.
All right, now if I was GP Money, I would burn 2 bars. He decides to burn 1 bar. He wants that damage. He wants those options.
All right, keeping it safe now. So much respect. The meter burn roll for the punish on the recovery of the lane.
Oh, that was so sick.
And gets the extension. Will he get the background bounce as well? No, keeps it standing with the assassin strike. GP Money.
And then interruption for the no, he air attacks.
No, in the raw scoop, chip damage. Yes, GP Money on the board this time, not letting this game slip away from him. And why y'all ain't tell me they do it like this in Michigan, man?
They get down.
Why
over
they didn't
here.
tell me they do it like
They
this?
get down over here, man. I love coming out to Detroit events because it's always a show. Always. Detroit, in my opinion, is one of the low-key, livest scenes to catch really, really strong fighting game matches. You have Seth LOL. You have Footwork. So many great players
Yeah,
here.
L-Train,
GP Money,
Alucard,
L-Train.
every game,
So
yeah.
many great players. Legends, even.
Yeah.
So this is definitely not surprising. This is Detroit stuff.
All right, coming in now. And a more aggressive combos there. You saw it. The instant dash into the offense, but this time full combo damage against a traded Superman who has the highest defense in the game. Still 472 damage. That's 500 on everybody else.
GP Money with the health lead now has the option to play his game. Doesn't have to commit. Doesn't have to do anything. Just keeps on spacing him out, waiting for a huge reaction.
Oh my God, I love this.
This is such a good match
games.
right now. And this is loser's bracket. Whoever loses this goes home. And these guys are definitely trying to stay in that bracket.
All right, there's a Superman punch. Evades the back two. So much respect. The respect for the neutral from both of these gentlemen. No one wants to take the big chance. There's the Birdarang. Small damage, but again, it all adds up. Follow it up with the laser, and we're just trading, man. These guys so evenly matched in this set.
GP Money has been getting a lot of mileage out of that jump too. Such a long-reaching normal. Robin in general is such a long-reaching character, but GP Money not catching all of those hits. He has so much range.
Ooh.
It's surprising.
Oh, we did
GP
it.
Money still not interrupting that meter burn. You
Yeah.
do not have to hold that on block.
Well, right on cue. You talk about the jump two no longer than 20 seconds ago when he jumps it from about 3 character spaces out. Catches Compros on that laser recovery.
Ooh, and this is a tight set as Combros takes the second round. Game point here for Combros as he is trying to take this set home. GP Money fighting for tournament life.
I mean, these boys refusing to give up at every turn. Here's a head full of skull, and GP Money keeps the sight a little too high when he started the combo, so he doesn't get the entirety of the juggle. And again, this time too low on the juggle, looking to pick it up, man. He has Combros condition. Getting all these Birdarangs out for free on these strings.
All right, a great whiff punish from Combros here, showing signs of light. Gets the OTG setup.
No,
how's this gonna end?
I'm afraid for your safety.
Uh-oh.
I've been doing this since Justice 1,
Yo,
boy.
is that foreshadowing?
You just got here.
Foreshadowing. He may be afraid for his safety. Oh, and the punish on the down 2. Comp Bros now in the driver's seat. Will we get another dive bomb setup? Oh,
he was going
looking
for it. He was definitely going to go for that.
The push block coming from TP Money using those defensive capabilities. General
Nice
game
blocks.
mechanics, man. You don't want to deal with it, and that was too slick. That should be enough for the drop. Of course, he had to drop it. This set can't go no other way, and GP Money caught in the air, dive back into